Alright, today we're going to talk about writing a narrative short story. You've already watched a video discussing how to write a short story, but we are going to specifically look at this video on things that you are required to do for your narrative short story writing assignment. So narrative writing is usually interesting to the readers. It draws the readers into the story and makes them feel like they are in the story. So it's very descriptive, it's very detail oriented, it focuses on sensory details, what things look like, sound like, taste like, feel like, smell like. So it's very, very detailed. Narrative short stories follow the plot diagram we've been studying within this unit, so there's a clear beginning, middle, and end. For your assignment, for your short story, there should be all parts of the plot diagram present. So you should have an exposition, inciting incident, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. And those are terms we've been studying and you should be familiar with. So when you're going to plan writing your short story, you absolutely have to brainstorm and have a plan and just not start writing. In the activity, I asked you to turn in a draft of your brainstorming. So, you want to start by planning your plot and characters. What is the problem your character will face? What's the conflict? What will be the obstacles along the way for your character? How will the problem get solved, right? So you want to start with thinking about who is your character and what is the problem they're going to face in the story. You want to develop your character in detail. What does your character look like, sound like? What do they think? What are the character's goals? How do people respond to your character? What is your character's backstory? What history does that character bring with them that affects how they act and think within your story? What does your character love? What does your character hate? Right? So after you have your character clearly developed, you have your conflict the character is going to face, you really want to develop the setting of your story. And to develop the setting, you want to use descriptive language, focusing on all five senses. What does the setting look like? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? What would it maybe even taste like? What are all these different things? What does it feel like? So using the 5 sentences in detail is called imagery. That's the English vocab term when you're describing things in great details, focusing on the sentence. So again, you're going to start with your character, develop that character, develop the conflict the character will face, and then really focus in on that setting. When you're using narrative writing, you really want to have some dialogue within the text between characters to break up the writing. Feel free to use flashback in your story. Focus on identifying a theme for your story, that message you as the author wants to get out to your audience. And then begin the story at the very beginning with something that draws the reader in, something that hooks them in, that makes them want to read your story. But as always, for this assignment, you must brainstorm first. You have to plan out the character and the plot and the plot diagram. After you have that character really fleshed out and you have a plot diagram filled out for your story, then you're going to create a rough draft. And I say rough because that shouldn't be the final time you look at it. That should be just the beginning time. After you create a rough draft, you want to go ahead and read that to yourself, go back in and fix it. Then you want to give it to someone else to read and let them give you some feedback. What do they think is missing from your story? What could make it better? And then you're going to read it again and edit and revise. So I want you to understand, writing is not just one time, write it, and it's done. A writing process requires you to brainstorm first, plan out what you're going to do, create a draft, go back and revise your draft, go back and give it to someone else to read, then go back and revise it again. And then your teacher will usually give you feedback, and you'll have to, yes, revise and edit one more time.